My name's Dave DeBow, founder of MoneyPartnerFormula.com, and this show is built for everyday real estate investors who are actively doing deals and looking to scale using other people's money. So if you're an active real estate investor and you want to get featured on this show to talk about your own real estate and capital raising experiences, then just go to daveinterviewsyou.com. Now let's get rolling with this episode, and remember to subscribe for daily interview content. Hey folks, welcome back. Today's zooming in from Sacramento, California, which is where she's at right now, but usually based in Phoenix, Arizona. We've got Amber Golden, and Amber has a long and windy path in real estate, like many of us do. She and her ex-husband first got into real estate investing, I believe, in the early 2000s, and she's been in and out during that time. But most recently, she had a lot of experience working with and running a syndication company. Now she's getting back into the real estate game herself, and we're going to be talking about what she's going to be doing. So Amber, welcome to the show. Great to have you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm thrilled to be here.
So give me a little snapshot of what you're looking to do moving ahead with real estate investing yourself. Are you looking to be an active real estate investor doing flips? Are you going to be more into the syndication side of things on the GP or co-GP side of things? What are you planning on getting into and doing?
I'm mostly looking to do syndications and GP and co-GP opportunities. And there's a few of them that I'm pursuing or, raising for right now. And so really my goals are to build my list, because I am while I've been in real estate investing for a long time, I'm somewhat newer to building my own list for my own capital and my own partners. So it's been exciting, though. I have gotten a few investors now, and it's been a really fun win to build that relationship, because that's why I'm realizing that I'm drawn to the capital raising, because I am a community and relationship builder at heart. That's like my focus, and that's really what capital raising is all about.
So you worked for a few years for a syndication company. You kind of it sounds like you ran their business.
Yeah.
What were your primary responsibilities with that?
So I was overseeing all the staff. So we had people that did asset management and acquisition and capital raising. So I wasn't the one on the front lines doing that. I got
kind of the manager. You were managing everybody.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm a team builder. And so I know how to work with personnel and hire good people and put them in, but doing it myself is always a little different, Yeah. So that's why the capital raising, being on the front lines of the capital raising right now is newer to me, but fun, really fun.
Yeah. So what have been some of your takeaways and your learnings now that you're in the front lines of capital raising and syndications versus being a little bit more above the fray before?
Yeah.
What are you seeing that the capital raisers did at that previous company that you're now doing, and what you might be doing differently?
Well, it's really like closing the sale, and the thing that I'm seeing that's so important is being very authentic about matching people with what's a good fit. It's because it's not about like getting somebody to invest because you're trying to talk them into it, right? Like good sales and good matching, and that is that it's good for both people because it's a good fit. So I would say that that's my biggest takeaway is in the beginning, I was super, super nervous trying to talk to people about deals. And then when I realized it's really just building a relationship, and if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. And that's okay. I've gotten confident in that thought process and the process of doing it now. So that's my biggest takeaway.
So what have you been raising capital for so far? What kind of projects have you been involved in raising money for?
So the syndication company I was at was mostly multifamily. And what I've been working on doing is getting a variety of opportunities so I can have the right fit for people, mostly accredited deals, but even some that aren't, because some of the people from my past are not necessarily accredited and they need a place to start,
Yeah.
And so there's a subdivision of land development project in New York. There's something called the Debt Validation Fund, which is a syndication, but it's not real estate. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but it's basically funding a business really that does some credit card consolidation and stuff like that. That's not exactly right. It's not consolidation, but that's the quickest way to say it briefly. And so and I'm looking to add to my portfolio some single family homes and some multifamily. Like I know a few people that do multifamily, so raising for some of those deals. I'm looking to add all of those to the opportunities so that I can match investors with like through fund of funds model through some of those opportunities.
Okay, so maybe explain to folks who aren't familiar with it, what is a fund of fund and how does that kind of work?
So if somebody's got a deal, an opportunity, and somebody else wants to bring funds into that opportunity of other people's, so you basically go and start your own fund of that fund, right? That's why it's called fund of funds, and you might collectively bring together people that a group of investors of your own little subgroup that brings 500 or a million, collectively
Yeah.
so that you can get more favorable terms. The investors can get more favorable terms, and then you run the fund yourself. And that's why I'm trying to build my own list because I can create groups of those people that I can go to somebody else's deal and say, I've got this group of investors. Let's get together as a group and invest in this deal.
Okay, so you're creating your own like mini fund to
Yeah,
invest in somebody else's bigger fund. Is that
yeah,
basically how that
yeah.
works?
Exactly. So like if and it, maybe I'm not a GP on that one, right?
Right.
They've got, they're raising what 10 million say, and
Mhm.
I can get investors that total of about a million. So I'll say
Right.
I'll bring you my group for a million
Mhm.
as part of your 10 million that you're raising.
Got it. Okay. Well, that's cool, and that allows you to have the flexibility
Hmm.
to raise for all sorts of different kinds of deals, and you don't have to be stuck with one thing.
Exactly. Because I do
Yeah.
believe in diversification, right? I don't
Mhm.
believe in putting all your eggs in one asset class,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
basket. And I do believe it helps me with getting the right opportunity for the right investor. Of the two
Mhm.
things that I mentioned, I've got had some people go to one and some people go to the other and some people go to both,
Mhm.
depending on their goals.
So, from my understanding, Amber, it's pretty expensive to set up a traditional fund, lots
Hmm.
of compliance things and all that sort of thing to get in place. How difficult is it to set up like the offshoot, the fund of the funds? Is that fairly straightforward for you?
Well, I mean, it can be somewhat complicated, but there are a
Mhm.
couple of companies that have put together they've put together some cookie cutter ways that they do it so they can
Mhm.
lower the price and it becomes
Mhm.
a little more cost effective that way. So there's a company called TribeVest and Avestor. You may know of both of them.
Mhm.
They serve that market pretty well.
Very cool, very interesting. Well, that's exciting that you're getting back into that. Now, you say you're kind of new to raising capital. You're getting your feet wet with this. You're making good progress with that. What are you finding is most effective for you for getting the word out and bringing on new prospective investors?
Really networking like this and networking. I'm at a conference right now, so my former life was education. This is an education conference, but
Okay.
talking to people here saying, hey, this is what I'm doing now, are you interested, and giving them a pathway too. A lot of times people don't realize they can use their 401k if they make it self-directed, that kind of
Mhm.
thing. So really just looking to be of service and educate both on what I'm doing and how some of these things work.
Yeah, very, very cool. Interesting. And I think if I was looking over your information that you said ahead of time, one of your passions is kind of helping women that are in their 50s and
Yeah.
beyond get into real estate or take control of their own financial life. Tell me a little bit about that and how that resonates with you.
So I recently got divorced and
There you go.
my life,
Maybe I'm not sorry
yeah.
to hear that. I don't know, but
It's good now. It wasn't good at
yeah,
the time,
yeah,
but it financially devastated me, and that often happens with both sides. And
yeah,
so what they say, do what you know. So I know what it's like to be over 50 and financially like rebuilding.
yeah.
So I want to help women who are in my position because I was looking around for that kind
Mhm.
of community, and I couldn't find it. So I'm now creating it. That's just what I tend to do in my
Nice.
life. That's why I started school. They needed them for my own kids, and it then blossomed into a much bigger thing. So that's why. So by helping women be with really financial sovereignty and getting past the confidence issue, because when you go through something, what I call one of the 5 Ds: divorce, death, disease, disaster, or downsizing.
Mhm.
When you go through one of those, it can, or several of them at the same time, like I did,
Yeah.
it can really shake you. And then on top of it, we're getting older. So my mantra is age is our greatest asset. Be proud of it and share how old you are and share your wisdom and your experience. And so really like helping women with that is what I'm
Yeah.
interested in. Because I feel like, actually there's a lot of statistics about women that 90% of women will wind up taking over the family finances at some point. So either it's going to be forced upon you by one of those 5Ds, or you're going to do it by choice. And I'm a proponent of doing it by choice, or at least being engaged early on in building and growing wealth, so that you have financial sovereignty and you understand how all of that works. So by having, creating a group of women where they feel safe to ask questions, hopefully I can get more engaged,
Yeah,
more
that makes a lot of sense.
more
That's
engagement.
exciting.
Yeah,
I can hear that really juices you up. That is
yeah, yeah,
exciting for you. Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Yeah, I
that's
want,
great.
want more people to be involved and engaged in their destiny, and their legacy and their financial journey.
So Amber, we're early days in 2025 as we're recording this. What are your goals and aspirations for the real estate side of your business over the next year?
So I'm kind of I have both like active income, which is my coaching business, and then the passive is that. So I really want to grow my list. I really want more investors that I can help, and they don't have to be women; they can be anybody. But I just am passionate about helping women.
Mhm.
But it's really to grow my list, to connect with investors and find the right fit opportunities for investors now or in the future, and recurring if possible. That would be
Yeah.
my. I'm hoping to get hundreds of investors on my list that I can say, hey, I got a good one for you. I got good deal flow. I'll give you deals.
Awesome. That sounds great. So Amber, if people want to connect with you and find out more, where should they go? What should they do?
They should call me at or text me at 213-332-2245. They can go to my website. Let's see, which website do I want to give you? Probably queenchapter.com would be the best one. And
Yeah.
it's okay if you're a man. You can go there.
Awesome. Well, Amber, I wish you the very best. You've got a lot of exciting projects going, and I'm sure that your enthusiasm and passion will inspire a lot of other people that are in similar situations. So
Thank
keep
you.
up the
I
good
hope
work.
so. Thanks
Yeah.
so much.
Awesome. All right, everybody, take care. We'll see you on the next one. Hey there, I really hope you enjoyed that episode. And as always, if you want to listen to more daily interview content, make sure you subscribe. And if you're an active real estate investor and you're doing deals and you'd like to get featured on this show, then just head over to daveinterviewyou.com. Now, at moneypartnerformula.com, we help real estate investors to create a process for predictably getting capital so they can do more deals without relying on hard money lenders or the banks. We do this by building them a private capital marketing system. Now, if you want help turning yourself into a big money capital attraction machine, then book a call with our team to see how we can help. Just visit moneypartnerformula.com to find out more. All right, take care, and we'll see you on the next interview.